Hey love, and welcome back to Waynaworld. Let me show you how I use this peel and stick wallpaper in my living room. I use the peel and stick 3 different ways, so at the end of the video I need you to let me know in the comment section which style you like the most. I am going to be experimenting with more wallpaper because in my new apartment I have vowed to not paint myself. If I choose to paint something, it's going to be professionally done, and I'm going to allot for my moving expenses to include that painting when I leave. But for right now, I'm sticking with peel and stick because it works. Now, I have purchased several different types of peel and stick. One that's actually in this room here, which is my office, and then I also have purchased some peel and stick that I was going to use in the living room, and I ended up returning it, and I found another peel and stick that I like, so I'm going to show you how that has turned out. Originally, I wanted to kind of use the architecture of the space as the guide as to what I wanted the wallpaper to go, so I decided to kind of place some wallpaper around the TV area because it pops out as almost like an architectural detail, and I added that to the space. It was a little tricky because you have the corners and the slats. It's a slat wallpaper, and then you also have the thermostat that was in the way, and then I needed to make sure that the television was centered. So it took me a while, but I think I mastered it. The trick is to start with the wood piece because it looks more realistic versus starting with a darker slat piece. It just makes it look faux. So I did that, and I also went ahead and tried it out in my entryway, which I'm loving. And initially I had the slat wallpaper around the television, and then I removed some of it and I transferred it over to the entryway, and now I just kind of have a strip of slat wallpaper, and I think I like that a little bit more because the bump out was not equal. One side had a shallower depth than the other side, and when I walked into the space it just didn't look good to me, so I went ahead and removed a lot of it and placed it in the front of my space, which is the entryway. And I love how the slat wall has created the warmth that I was looking for in my space because I have the millennial gray floors, which I'm grateful for, don't get me wrong, but they can make your place feel quite cold and uninviting. So adding the wallpaper has made the space start to feel like home. And I just want to show you a quick before and after of what the wallpaper did, or the peel and stick wallpaper did in this room, because it was just an all white stark room, and just by adding the wallpaper in a horizontal orientation made a huge statement, and I actually love it. Today's video and every video that I've ever made is sponsored by God. Now, before we get into this wall glow up, let me give thanks where thanks is due. So I have been MIA because I've been in need of a different interior design, a spiritual interior design. And baby, when I tell you Jesus is the best designer for the job, okay? I always say, God, you the architect and I am the contractor. You give me the blueprint and I'm gonna make it happen. I want to build what you want to build. So I just want to say thank you, Jesus, for everything. All right, now let's add some drama, texture, and style to this living room. Renter friendly, of course. Here's what you're gonna need: scissors, wallpaper, slat wallpaper that is peel and stick, a tape measure, yardstick, level, double-sided tape, utility knife, a square so that you can get the proper angle, which is going to be 45 degrees. And once you have all of your supplies, you should be able to put the wallpaper up without stopping. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to get this geometric look in 4 easy steps. Step 1 is to apply your slat peel and stick wallpaper vertically, just straight up and down. Pretty easy, okay? Step 2, you're going to grab a square, or you can do like I did and grab a fabric mat, because it has 45-degree angles, and you can simply place the peel and stick wallpaper on the mat and draw your 45-degree angle from there. But whatever you do, just make sure that you create a 45-degree angle on the peel and stick wallpaper first. I didn't do that, so I had a few issues, but I'm pretty sure that that's where the issue came in. So you want to make sure that you create those 45-degree angles. Step 3, you want to use the utility knife to cut along the line that you created, and you're going to try to simply, I guess, meet them or marry them with the vertical slats so that you can create that 90-degree angle where they meet. Step 4, this part is pretty important, so I'm going to repeat it. Align the horizontal wallpaper so that it intersects perfectly with the vertical slats. Again, make sure that those 45-degree angles meet and it creates that 90-degree angle that you want. Basically, you're making a crisscross cut at the 45-degree angle. I hope this makes sense. Here's another tip. Use double-sided stick tape when you're first trying to figure out where you're going to place the slat horizontally. That way you're not committed to anything and you don't have to remove the back of the peel and stick wallpaper, because we all know that once you remove that paper, it literally is downhill from there and you'll probably have to order more. This design added scale, texture, and instant personality. And guess what? No paint, no contractors needed, just simple peel and stick wallpaper. Now, I need to know what you think, okay? I gotta know which version would you choose for your space. Is it A, the full slat bump out wall? Or would you choose B, the partial slats where you can see a little bit of the white wall on each side? Or would you go with C, the art slat feature wall that I created? Drop your pick in the comments. All right, boo? I would like to know what speaks to your inner designer. But if you have been following my channel for a while, then you know that I have been experimenting with peel and stick wallpaper, flooring, all of the things since 2019, and I'm excited to share with you all of the new design styles that I have been experimenting with, so you can use them in your home as well, because it looks like peel and stick is here to stay. Looks like it's sticking, so I want to experiment with new elevated styles so we can update our homes without breaking the bank and without committing, especially if you are a renter like me. And stay tuned, because in my next video we're diving deeper into the bump out design ideas, and we're going to chat and I'll show you a little bit more of the peel and stick wallpapers that I think are the most popular, and I'm going to prove it to you based on trends and what I've seen in the market. And so if you don't want to miss that video, make sure that you are subscribed by hitting the subscribe button and the bell next to it, so you'll be notified when I upload. And if you're interested in the peel and stick slat wallpaper that I used in this video, it is going to be in the description box as well as the comments. All right, boo, until next time, stay glowing, sip your water, protect your peace, and stay chic. Later, boo.